It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Chicago Bears and the New Orleans Saints.
Former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started.
And we are underway from the Superdome.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jameis to throw it. Alvin Kamara wheeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he is going to have a Saints first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Winston.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The slot man in motion right. On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there at 22. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Thomas, the man in motion left. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 32 yards. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start with the option. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2nd and 11 now. From the 50, here's Fields. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyler Boyd, 50 yards. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Next receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. These two teams all tied after 1. From the 39, Winston. There's Chris Olave.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Saints. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Winston now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, two good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw, and I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10.
A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Winston. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play action now. Winston. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fields on 3rd down.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Back to throw, Fields.
throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now it's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line. Montgomery back to the ground. Powers through it.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
3 yards remain for second down. Here's Fields.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Jarnell Mooney.
27 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
Saints 10.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On second down, Winston again. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Winston now from the 50. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
In motion left is Thomas. Throwing on second and long. Winston.
He completes it to Olave. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Fields.
Eluding the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kenny Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Winston.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. First down, Winston. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there at a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On second down, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
To throw is Winston. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The kick by Lutz is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the 3 points there to CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, that should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And this one is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On the return is Peterson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 29, Winston.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Slot man moves right. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Winston. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll throw again. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 35. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
The best offensive lines I know, they hang together and they don't really make a distinction. The right side of this offensive line, they may ask for a raise after that one because without them, that first down doesn't happen.
They'll try to throw now. Winston.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The slot man in motion right. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing, Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, 26 yards.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
at the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Montgomery on the counter. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Now Fields. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Winston. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to... And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Kenny Young. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
Here's Winston. And he comes back with one complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Fourth down, Winston. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Adam Troutman already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. One last throw here for Fields. Into the hands of Ingram.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
The city always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch.